So hello everyone, welcome to the new chapter which is cell adaptation. So before starting this chapter, I want to tell you something that this chapter or this topic is gonna come in so many subjects like surgery, medicine, microbiology and few more subjects because it has some links with each and every disease. So you have to be more focused while learning this chapter. So let's start with today's topic which is cell adaptation. Okay, so first thing we'll study hypertrophy. So what is hypertrophy? Hypertrophy means there are permanent cells but their size will increase. So for example, I'll give you heart. As you can study in ECG, left ventricular hypertrophy. Hypertrophy means thickening, or we can say the size of the cell will increase. Not more, it will not divide and it will become more. No, only size will differ. Size, not the number, size will be more. Okay, so as you can see, hypertrophy, what hypertrophy? Hyper means excess and trophy means growth, seen in permanent cells like muscle cell, cardiac cell and neurons, as I give you example of left ventricular hypertrophy or right ventricular hypertrophy. So as you can see, size of the cell leads to increase in function of the cell. Okay, so if the size will increase, then increase in synthesis of structural protein will also increase. Both, there are two examples of this, like physiological changes and pathological changes. Benign condition, okay, both they don't go to the malignant condition, they don't form cancer. So this is a benign condition like pregnancy, puberty and powerlifting. In pregnancy, breast development is there, and in puberty also breast development is there. So, and powerlifting, as you know, when the guys go to the gym, they do weightlifting, and due to weightlifting the size of muscle increase, and as they stop the weightlifting after some months or years, it go again to the normal position, again their muscle mass reduces. And there is cardiac, as I gave you, cardiac hypertrophy means left ventricular hypertrophy or right ventricular hypertrophy, which is due to blood pressure, hypertension is there. So to pump more blood or to control that pressure, wall thickening is done. So it is pathological, where heart increase the thickness of the wall of the heart so it can push the blood. Okay, so next is hyperplasia. Hyperplasia means increase in cell number. So in hypertrophy there are size increasing of the cell, and here number are increasing. So there are two examples of both, one physiological, one pathological. Physiological means uterus and breast development, or you can say size increase, like breast look bigger in pregnancy because mother want to feed the baby, so mammary glands and other fat tissues and cells are growing, so the breast increase in the size and the mother can feed to the baby. Okay, and endometrial hyperplasia, it is a pathological thing which happens in the women's. Okay, another one, hypertrophy. The third one is hypertrophy. What hypertrophy? Absence of the growth. Hypertrophy means absent, and trophy means cell. So size of the cell or growth will be absent. It is associated with decreased size and function. Obvious the thing, if the cell size will decrease or cell numbers will decrease, functions will also decrease. Reversible change, but can increase chances of cancer. This is the main thing you must remember. There are reversible changes are there, but increasing, developing in cancer further is more chances is there. So there are also two examples of, one is physiological and another is pathological. First one is uterus, after post pregnancy happens and fetal development. As you can see, there are neural tube, after sometimes it disappears and it forms its another parts. So this is atrophy, and pathological is degeneration of atrophy, which happens in polio. Next, move on to the fourth, which is metaplasia, and this will come in surgery like adenoma cancers and stomach cancer. This thing will come most of the time in the surgery. What is in the change of cell nature, presence in risk factor. Benign and reversible in nature, can progress to cancer if not treated or traces persist. For example, I can give you example of smoking person. So in smokers it leads to squamous metaplasia. What is squamous metaplasia? Like in a normal patient, ciliated columnars are present. So the mucus present in the lungs will be removed by these ciliated columnars, but due to smoking, the person is continuously smoking, due to that smoke which is going inside the lungs, it changes the cells functions, or we can say change the cell structure, and it will develop in squamous. So it will convert it into squamous metaplasia, and which will lead to problems in future. So if persists, squamous cell carcinoma of the lungs can happen. Look, if the normal thing will change to the another thing, like from A it will change to B, and B can lead to the cancer C. Like this, you can remember this. Okay. And there are also two parts. Sorry, I forgot to tell. There are two parts. First, epithelial metaplasia, and then connective tissue metaplasia. So, for example, what is connective tissue metaplasia? For example, when you got fracture in your hand and doctor is giving you the plaster, but that time doctor is telling you to do some physical exercise little bit, just to remain the movement of our hand stable, because if there is a plaster of the hand for 6 months, or sometimes big accidents happen, so plaster may remain for 2-3 months more, so that time your hand will be like, it will lose its function of making performance like this, or rotating or pronation things. So because there, while trauma, there is hemorrhage happens, and that hemorrhage forms in ossification. So your movement will be, hand will be lost. So that's why doctor tells you to make some movements when you have the plaster, like remove your fingers and do something activities with that hand also. So you will not, your muscle will not forget their functioning. And this is example of myositis ossification. Like after trauma, hemorrhage is developed and the muscle replaces the bone tissue. So hemorrhage will convert into bone. So there will be problem that it will be like, if your hand gets damage here due to trauma and you didn't move it, or the ossification happened, then you will not able to do like this movements in future. And the last one is dysplasia, disorder of the cell growth. Okay, and increase in the chances of cancer. These are the 5 which you have to must remember: hypertrophy, hyperplasia, atrophy, metaplasia, and dystrophy. These are the 5 things which you must remember in cell adaptation.